Good Tuesday morning to you. As we go through the week, and here in the state of Oregon, as we have a freeze, as our governor has said, as we kind of shut down and slow down restaurants and activities, things that were already pretty limited, I've seen an incredible desire to see good in this, to try to focus on the positive. And as we're just a week away from Thanksgiving, I think that's a great opportunity. It reminded me last night, and I woke up this morning thinking about a painting I had once seen. The artist is Willis Whitney, and Willis was a commissioned artist from the United Church of Canada to sketch 4 drawings of Jesus. One of the 4 drawings he named Christ the Liberator, but later it became known as the Laughing Jesus. Now, in one of the congregations I've served, there was a sweet woman who dedicated such a painting, a rendition of that, to the church in honor of her mother. The idea behind Willis and his drawing was that he was imagining what it was like for Jesus to come out of the tomb. That was his inspiration. And he drew a picture of Jesus throwing his head back and laughing in the face of death. Now, you may not really understand or agree with that kind of theology, and I'm not quite sure where I fit in that. But what I love is the idea of Christ laughing. I think it's easy for us in our life to imagine a Christ who weeps, because we weep often at this world. In fact, there's so much in this world that causes us to weep. I think sometimes our tears are more abundant than anything else. I think we can imagine a Christ who takes out whips and turns over tables, like the one we read about in the Gospels, who was frustrated at the money changers and the temples and turned over tables and commanded those who were selling the goods for the Passover and for the offerings to leave and stop turning his father's house into a den of robbers, as Jesus is quoted of saying. I think we imagine a Jesus who gets frustrated and angry from the perspective of that human emotion. So if we can imagine that, can we imagine a Jesus who laughs? Who looks at the world and all that is in it and laughs because he is in control, because he is at work, because he crushed even the power of death over us and freed us from everything. There's an article that is written about Christ the Liberator and this artist, Willis Wheatley, who, after doing 4 sketches, this became the widest spread sketch, and even after 3 decades, still is passed around all over the place. In fact, when you're done with this devotional, I would encourage you to Google Christ the Liberator or the Laughing Jesus and see the sketch. I didn't drop it into this devotional because YouTube then flags it because it's copyrighted. So check out Christ the Liberator and see how Wheatley sketched the Jesus that he found as he read the scriptures. As you think about that, as you think about whatever tomorrow might bring, and for some of us it's a lot of frustration, having to reimagine worship, having to what feels like taking a step back, there's definitely a lot of frustration. But think about that picture and then hear the words of the psalmist. Psalm 30 is one of my favorite psalms, and I just want to read for you the first 5 verses. I will exalt you, Lord, for you lifted me out of the depths, and you did not let my enemies gloat over me. Lord my God, I called to you for help, and you healed me. You, Lord, brought me from the realms of the depth. You spared me from going down to Sheol. Sing the praises of the Lord and his faithful people. Praise his holy name. For his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but joy comes in the morning. When you go to bed tonight, go to bed letting go of and releasing all of your frustration, and wake up into the joy of the Lord. Maybe even wake up with that image of a laughing Christ, one who has the power to laugh even in the face of death because he has conquered it all. Wake up with a spirit of excitement for what God is doing despite what we see around us. Wake up with a spirit of excitement that tomorrow brings another opportunity to live in his grace. But before that, we can laugh with Jesus today. Hope you have a great day.